Well, there of course had been a lot of build-up to this case. It's been just over 5 years since the former CEO of Steinhoff, Markus Jooste, stood down from his role after much controversy, those accusations of accounting irregularities at the firm, sending the share price crashing by more than 90%, as you might recall. And this case was really going to be the day that Jooste was going to have his day in court for the first time in Oldenburg in the state of Lower Saxony here in Germany, not too far in fact from where Steinhoff was first founded all the way back in 1964. But after all this build-up, he essentially was a no-show. Now, there was a lot of legal jousting in the courtroom between his defence team and the prosecutors. The prosecutors clearly unimpressed with the fact that Markus Jooste did not show up for court today. His defence team said the issue centred around his passport. There was a lot of back and forth over where his passport may be. His defence team said he had to surrender it to South African authorities and that he in fact risked arrest if he tried to leave South Africa. The prosecutors, though, tried very hard to shoot that argument down, saying that they had months in order to try and arrange for his transport to Germany for this case, and also that his passport did not need to go to the South African authorities. It only needed to go to his South African lawyers. Look, a lot of questions, a lot of twists and turns around what happened in court today. Probably no surprise given the twists and turns we've seen in this entire Steinhoff affair at all. Whether Markus Jooste will appear in court here in Germany now remains somewhat of an open question. We understand the judge is now going to have to go back behind the scenes and try and work out some sort of solution with the defence team, potentially with South African authorities, in order to make sure he does front up here. One person that did front up, though, was Markus Jooste's co-accused, George Allen Evans. He was in court today. You might recall he was one of the 8 people named in that 2018 PricewaterhouseCoopers fraud investigation that the company conducted several years after to try and find out who was behind this manipulation in the accounts, and of course the billions of rand which got lost for both investors and employee pension fund holders. Obviously, many people from those groups, including taxpayers as well, we of course have to mention, will have been waiting for today to see Markus Jooste arrive in court. It would seem, given what we saw, they may just have to wait a little bit longer. Trent, SABC News, Berlin.